Hey everyone! Today we're diving into something super important for your personal growth and happiness. You know, something we can all use a little more of. We're going to talk about why celebrating your small wins can make a huge difference in your life. And no, I don't mean throwing yourself a parade every time you take out the trash, although hey, you do you. I'm talking about recognizing and appreciating those little victories along the way, because those, my friends, those are the stepping stones to something truly amazing. Okay, so you know that feeling when you finally conquer a tricky recipe, or you finally finish that puzzle that's been sitting on your table for weeks. You get that little burst of woohoo, I did it. That, my friends, is pure, unadulterated motivation magic. And it's contagious. Acknowledging even the smallest success releases a rush of happy chemicals in your brain. It's like giving your brain a little high five and saying, keep going, you got this. And trust me, once you get that ball rolling, that momentum, it's like a snowball effect. Suddenly you're unstoppable. You're crushing goals left and right, all because you took the time to celebrate those little wins along the way. Now let's talk about confidence. We all want it, right? That feeling of, I got this, bring it on. Well, here's the thing. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's like a muscle you gotta flex. And how do you flex it? By racking up those small wins. Each little victory is like a deposit in your confidence bank. You finish that presentation, boom, deposit. You finally learned how to parallel park without breaking a sweat. Too relatable? Cha-ching, another deposit. And guess what? The more deposits you make, the bigger your confidence account grows. And before you know it, you're walking a little taller, smiling a little brighter, and feeling like you can conquer the world. Alright, let's get real for a second. Big, hairy, audacious goals, they can be intimidating, like climb Mount Everest intimidating. But you know what makes them less scary? Breaking them down into bite-sized, totally manageable mini-goals. Instead of focusing on the summit, focus on reaching base camp first. Then camp 1, camp 2, you get the idea. And here's the fun part. Celebrate each milestone. Reached base camp, time for a little dance party. Conquered camp 1, treat yourself to a well-deserved break and a delicious treat. Suddenly, that big scary goal doesn't seem so daunting anymore, does it? Chapter 4. The habit hack you need. Okay, we've all been there. We start a new habit with the best intentions, full of motivation, and then poof, it's gone. But what if I told you there's a secret weapon for making those healthy habits stick? You guessed it, celebrating those small wins. Let's say you're trying to drink more water. Instead of waiting until you've finished a whole gallon, celebrate each glass. Do a little happy dance, give yourself a pat on the back, or maybe even strike a power pose. It sounds silly, but trust me, it works. By associating those positive vibes with your new habit, you're much more likely to keep it up. Chapter 5. Stress? Not today. Life can be stressful, am I right? Deadlines, errands, traffic. It's enough to make anyone want to pull their hair out. But here's the thing. Taking a moment to celebrate those small wins can actually help combat stress. It's like hitting the pause button on the craziness and giving yourself a well-deserved break. When you celebrate, your brain releases all those feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. And guess what? Those little guys are like stress-busting ninjas. They swoop in, kick stress to the curb, and leave you feeling happier, calmer, and more in control. Chapter 6. The Upward Spiral of Awesome. Okay, get ready for a little secret about success. It's not a straight line. Nope, it's more like a fun, twisty slide. There are ups, there are downs, and sometimes you just end up going in circles. But there's a way to make sure you're always moving in the right direction. Celebrating your small wins. Why? Because it creates a beautiful, magical thing called a positive feedback loop. You achieve something, you celebrate it, which makes you feel good, which motivates you to achieve more, and so on. It's like a never-ending cycle of awesome. Okay, let's be honest, we've all been there. Staring at a blank page, a messy room, or a looming to-do list, feeling completely paralyzed by procrastination. But what if I told you that celebrating small wins could be the key to breaking free? Sometimes, the hardest part is just getting started. So, instead of focusing on the entire task, break it down into teeny tiny steps, and then, celebrate each one. Did you finally open that spreadsheet? Victory dance. Did you manage to write a single sentence? High five yourself. Those small celebrations act like mini motivators, propelling you forward and banishing procrastination to the shadow realm. Chapter 8, Gratitude Attitude. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to get caught up in what's next, always striving for the next big thing. But taking a moment to celebrate your small wins can help you cultivate something truly special: gratitude. When you pause to appreciate how far you've come, even if it's just a small step, it shifts your perspective. You start to notice the good things, the little joys, and the progress you're making. And that, my friends, is a recipe for a happier, more fulfilling life. Chapter 9, Level Up Your Life. You know how in video games, when you level up, you gain new skills and abilities? Well, guess what? Life is kind of like a video game. Every small win is an opportunity to learn, grow, and level up your skills. But here's the catch. You gotta take a moment to reflect. When you celebrate a small win, don't just move on to the next thing. Ask yourself, what went well? What could I have done differently? Those little post-game analyses are how you turn those small wins into valuable lessons that help you conquer even bigger challenges in the future. Chapter 10. Unlock your superpowers. Here's the thing about celebrating small wins. It's not just about feeling good in the moment, it's about building a foundation for long-term success and resilience. When you consistently acknowledge your progress, no matter how small, something amazing happens. You develop this inner belief that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Those small wins become proof that you're capable, resourceful, and ready to tackle any challenge. And that, my friends, is a superpower we could all use a little more of. Outro: celebrate every step of the way. So there you have it. Celebrating your small wins isn't just a feel-good moment, it's a powerful tool for staying motivated and productive. Start celebrating those little victories today and watch how it transforms your journey. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content.